The previous video demonstrated how to use Excel to create a diagram image file in PHP format. This tutorial will show how to integrate a diagram or a figure into a Lux document. In your Lux document, go to the location where you would like to have your diagram. For example, after this text here, where we say this is a GDP diagram, create a new paragraph, and then choose Insert Float. Float means Lux will try to put your diagram there if it's possible, otherwise it will find another place. It says figure 3.1 in that case. You type the name, GDP diagram for example, and then insert inside the caption a label here, and it is called Figure Markets for the chapter, then competitive for the section, and then comes the diagram name, GDP diagram for example, and click OK. Next you use the arrow key on the keyboard, the left arrow key, to carefully move to the left until you're just in front of the word figure, and then you say Insert, Graphics, Browse, and then you go to your graphics folder, and there is a PNG file that you have generated before. You open it. Now comes a very important step. You want to set the width, and only the width. The rest is determined because maintain aspect ratio is chosen, and we don't set the width to centimeters or inches. We set it to % of text width. So let's say 80% of text width, and then say OK. Here's your diagram, and then you can proceed typing text here. More text. Let's see how this looks like. We go to the main document and translate. We go to our competitive chapter, competitive markets chapter, and what you can see, here's your diagram, figure 3.1, with a nice title. The only thing, it is not exactly at the place where we expected it, and in that perspective it was not a good idea to write this is a GDP diagram, because Lux tries to set it there, but in this case there was not enough space, so it just proceeded with the next text what we typed, which was more text, and then put the diagram actually on the last page of the chapter because it couldn't put it anywhere else. If that happens to you, don't bother, I can fix that later on. It happens often when there is not much text at that point, that LaTeX or Lux doesn't have the right space to set the diagram. I hope this video helped, and you can set your diagrams nicely in Lux.